Welcome to another episode on Craze Lounge with Lee. Today, guys, my guest needs no introduction whatsoever. So before we go,
Raulo's al. Sorry.
so julle kan sien my kid, die man no introduction whatsoever.
En niks aan de kossie. Ons drie chops aan basketball. Good evening.
Good evening, Quinton. It's lovely having you here this evening.
Such an honor for me to be here. Soos ek kan sien, ek honor myself. Ek honor myself. Ek het niks nodig om jou by te honor. Ek honor myself. Honor soos 'n honor.
Maar zeg maar ons hoe gaat het, man? Het is nou al baie lang al.
Substantie. Nee, baie lekker. I'm really good. It's a bit koud, winter en so aan. But further than that, met alles wat is nou deurgegaan het in die tyd, I've gone deeper into myself and spiritually as well. So ek wil nie te heilig klink because jy gaan net opval. So you powered a lot upon you and so on this. But I'm really good. Thank you so very much.
Oh, that's lovely. So Quinton, before we go any further, ons weet lockdown has done so many things. But I heard a little birdie whisper in my ear that you started a company.
Lockdown. You see, the thing is this: lockdown. You could either go left or you could go right. I chose to go right. Okay. I always try and find the good in something. And when lockdown happened, I thought to myself, "Kegi, buta jai sali sukan sati. You've got people that depends on you.
Yeah.
You've got responsibilities and so on. I was that responsibility-taking guy.
Yes.
And I jumped into the PPEs first. That's the masks and the goodies and that. And it went a bit crazy. And then I went on my knees. I got on my knees. En ek het daar toe gegaan. And then the Lord actually spoke to me about this, He made me to see the gap that no one was actually really, the masses wasn't there. And then I went into thermal fogging. And these are groot guns soos die Ghostbusters.
Oh, okay.
So we go to companies, houses, classrooms, cars, vehicles, wherever there's a living human being, or even dead,
Guys, dead.
No, but and we go and we disinfect the vicinity with the chemical in the gun. So yeah, it's quite big. It's a Ghostbuster and so.
Quinton the Ghostbuster.
So maar as 'n paar duiwels ook in die huis dat as spyt sommer daar.
Maar die huis maak alles klaar.
Yeah, so that's what I went into and it was really good. God has been, that in itself is a testimony. Woo! Ek weet jy wat genoeg tyd het hier met die kykers.
Yeah, we can touch on it. I think it's good.
Yeah, because when I did that, I was saying, Lord, man, waar kry ek nou? It's a lockdown. Where do I get this? It's quite an amount of money, quite a few thousands of rands. And then I prayed to God. I said, you gave me this now.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to? And whilst I'm sitting in my vehicle, a buddy of mine calls me, and I'm thinking, hoe gaan ek nou maak? And he asked me, look, can you not go fetch this? Ek said, huh? Because he's not in Cape Town.
Okay.
And I said, I'm actually looking at some to get something like this.
Yeah.
And I said for me, but you know what? Vat so my een vir jou.
Yeah.
And I'm like, And that's how it started.
Yeah.
And we were like crazy busy, thank God. Baie mense bid teen die waves.
Ja.
Ek bid teen die dood. Mense moet nie dood gaan nie.
Ja.
Maar die wave kan maar
Ek kan kom.
That's business for me. So yeah, that's how it came about, and many other testimonies because of what I did. God has just been faithful. Die Here is kwaai.
Ja.
Die Here is baie kwaai. Ek wil ons vriend het gesê die Here is kwaai. Ek wil 'n nuwe song skryf. Die Here is baie kwaai. Because ek wil dit net 'n bietjie verder vat. But it still is an amazing journey.
Yeah.
For me, lockdown taught me even deeper to depend on our Lord God more. It was 100%. Ek dink ek het nou oor gegaan.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at.
Nee, lekker man. So, ons woon van die company. So, give us the name of the company and what it means.
Well, the abbreviation. Kijk hoe diep kan ik als die fogging wat ze maakt. It's IPA, Indigenous Pride Africa. Because ek is 'n baie patriotic. Ek is diep. Jy kan maar sien hoe ek lyk. Die Suid-Afrika van kop tot tone. As die Suid-Afrika. So that is the name of my company, and I mean it's been there, but this is just the hygiene arm of it, because I've been in business, and I've been doing shows and events. So my company has been busy, but in lockdown God has given us the opportunity to have another arm, which is the hygiene arm.
There we go.
So yeah, ons is lekker besig. Ons maak skoon, ons spuit. And this is the other thing. Sorry man, ek praat nog baie man. This is the other thing. Everywhere I come, because of what I do, ken baie mense my, and then when I'm there, then that's an opportunity for me, because in 99.9% it's where COVID was. And there came times when I was there, and then somebody would pass on. Dan is ek daar for encouragement. Ek is daar om So that to me, it's beyond the business. It's actually God there. I can be a vessel there. I can be an instrument right there. So for me, as it everywhere we go, I can be of an encouragement to the people. May it be in an office, school, whichever where I find myself. I'm there. I might as well.
Yes, and that's how God is using you, right?
Yeah.
So you mentioned now just a bit about what you used to do before the business. Ons weet mos nou almal Quinton the MC. So now ek wil weet, hoe kom jy? How does it happen? Like ek kan nie oor my lewe kry hoe jy so funny is.
Many people ask me as well. That's the greatness and the grace of God. Wat jy nie kan explain for mense nie. It's like somebody that can run very fast, somebody that can sing very beautiful. They cannot. You can sharpen. They can scarf. They can die kant toe en daai kant 'n bietjie mooier maak. But they've got that natural ability, that gift. That's why we name it the gracious gift. Ek het ook net, kyk jy, daar speel my chommies op die paadjie. We on school. This is from like primary school already. Then I would be called up to church because die paadjie is net daaronder. Dan sal pastoor se vrou sê, Quinton, kom hier so. Then I would be emceeing die moeder se high of 'n ding. And I'm in primary school. So, and she would always tell me, eendag gaan jy famous is. Dan gaat sy vir my sê, baie dankie Sister Yuna. And tonight ek is nog nie baie famous, but
Nee, is baie famous hoor.
But I can say thank you for that. That was my actual school. And they saw the gift in me, when I just thought it was fun, So yeah, that's how it came to be, and it's not naturally wie ek is. I'm just being me. As mensen me vragen, waar komt jy aan al die notes? As jy het uitvind, dan laat weet jy vir my. Because it's just a flow of the God in me.
Oh, lovely. So I just want to move a bit back to IPA.
Yes.
Were there any barriers, any struggles that you maybe encountered on the journey when you started the company?
Kijk, ik heb misschien een beetje om mijn gun te gebruiken. Let's make it practical. Look, I'm on stage.
Yeah.
Before that, I was in finance, in the bank, working in the banking environment. Ik heb nog nooit met die machine gewerkt. Nou zeg ik, wat de duivel gaat hier aan, Let's keep it real. Ik dacht, wat hier? Oké, waar kom je petrol aan? En waar kom je... And then I've got to know the machine. And that is probably the biggest thing, Further than that, is die mensen wat wel afslag hebben. Don't we know that all too well? But I understand. I understood and I still do because COVID is really uitredig ons mensen zeer gemaakt, financially especially. And then I still go. Ik zeg niet allemaal wat die dan kijkt me over mij vragen. Ik kan niet 40% discounting, $9.99. It's not something like that, but we must still be of service and jy moet kan hoor. Je moet dieper kan horen als je horen. En zeg, joh, die mensen draaien het nodig. And then I still go. But that's obviously die wat nou sukkel aspres wil afslag and they've got the money. But no, dat is maar van die normal.
Ja, nee, je krijgt van hulle oorlogs.
Ja.
So, ik wil nou dit verramen.
Vraag.
Ik vind dat zo'n van die mensen wat nou verwacht. En die nou gewoon een kleine beetje MC gebeuren.
Wie?
Guys, I've been burning for this moment.
Ja.
Het was baie lang geleden, man.
Ja.
Is dat niet zo'n klein stukje voor ons?
Van wat? Van een chippy of? Een klein chippy wat? Voor wie wil ik introduce die mensen? Look, it's really just a gift of mine. Waar de mensen mij vragen, kan ze doen goed dit, doen goed dat. And what I've noticed, and I can say this on this platform, die Here wil nie vir my oral hê nie. Certain plekken weet ek, my gift. And then people would say, man, koho, say, no, this is waar jy.
Yeah.
Die, sy mos nie pet op 'n renbaan van 'n karry. Or vice versa.
Yeah.
So my gift, that is something I think that I've matured in, where I can say no matter the money that people would, so like nee. Nee. Die Here, die gees van die Here. Ek sê nou nie vanaand nie. I'm not saying tonight, vanaand. I'm not saying vanaand. Vanaand, I'm Fernando. But it just comes naturally to me, Soos, ek het over nagedacht, ek gaan miskien vir my hare opsit of wat dan, Toen denk ik, nee, ik ga niet voor jou bieden, because ik het styles. Ik lig waar, dat is zo niet. No, but it's really, emceeing, it's probably just who I am. Whatever happens on that moment. Ik was samen met jou. That's how crazy it is. And that's why when people come to my shows, especially when I do a comedy show, jy weet betuie, dan vat ek die mic, then I have a show. Dan moet ek vir 'n uur en 'n half aan een praat. Then I don't know what I'm gonna do. Want ek die mic vat en begin 'n loop. Daar val die power of the Lord. Daar is kom ek lag vir myself because ek hoor dit at that time. That's how crazy it is.
Ek en gaan met ons is as warm die dag. As warm. Ek gaan met ons op pad rivier toe. Ek sê gaan met ons gaan swem kassie. Soos die buite is nou. Dis warm. Loop nou ons het ver geloop al. Ver toe ons daar kom, toe se kyk mense besig om te doep. Nou sê ek gaan met ons staan in die lyn. Ons moet water ons se lyf kry. Gaan met vra maar as die nou nie geraam ek sê nie die water is halal kassie. Die water is halal, bra. Ja. Die water is halal. Nou gaat hulle mos af, man. Gaat hulle nou, ek ken mos die move. Ek is 'n kick mens. Nou gaat hulle af. Hulle vat die eerste hand, hulle vat haar af, jong. Hulle bring hulle weer op. As vra pastor, het jy hom gesien? As sê die antibus, ja, ek sien hom. En die ry gaat aan. Ja, dit raak warm in ons sweet. Ek sê, gaan maar, dis nader. As my beet, hulle vat my af en hulle hou my onder. Hulle lig my op, hulle sê, Quinton, het jy hom gesien? Ek sê, ja, ek sien hom. En verder speel ek in die water, toe sit Gammat. Hulle vat vir Gammat af, hulle druk vir Gammat onder die water, hulle lig vir Gammat. Hulle vra, Gammat, het jy hom gesien? Hy sê, Hulle druk hom weer af, hulle lig hom weer op, hulle sê, Gammat, het jy hom gesien? Hy sê, nee man. Hulle vat hom, hulle hou hom onder. Hulle lig hom op, hulle sê, Gammat, sien jy hom nog? Hy sê, as jy nou sê, hy lê onder.
Hi there. As a people, we've endured the COVID-19 pandemic and it taught us some lessons. Lessons we never should nor would forget. That's how we as IPA have been fighting this battle with you. As a third wave are increasing in numbers by the day, I, Quinton Manuels, believe through prayer and prevention, we can overcome again. My plea to you is that we as IPA can be of service to you through our microbial or thermal fogging services, proven to be most effective in the fight and protection against not only the COVID-19 virus, but all other known viruses, bacteria, and fungus. We are in the business of saving and protecting lives. IPA, people matter.
Okay, so Quinton, I just want to personalize this a bit. I know I asked you about struggles in the business, but I want to know, what was your lowest point you ever reached
In my life.
in your life that you just thought, oh, here I can't even.
There was the craziest thing for me in my lowest lows. God just there's a flower that comes out and blooms. And it's like, I still want to remain in that low, but then I look at things happening, things evolving in my life, then I'm like, wow, okay. But my lowest low was probably in 2009. 2009, and it took me 10 years to speak about it. It took me 10 long years to actually speak about it, because before that, it took me 5 years to drive past the hospital where I lost my daughter. And tonight, I wouldn't have been able to speak about it, you know. And Zoe was her name, and I was only 26 years old in 2009, and to sit in a waiting room and the doctor tells you there's nothing they can do anymore. That was something that I don't wish upon my worst of enemies. And you can buy your enemies. I'm just joking. But that was a low that took me 10 years to speak about. It's still sad. She was only a year and 8 months old, and she was me. She would stand on something and perform, a year old, and she would bow and wait for you to clap hands, and you know, so I'm the one who brushed her hair. She laid on my chest at night, you know, so it was really for me. I didn't stay with my mom and dad since 1997. So when she came, she filled a gap of many other things, you know. So ek het my kind half verafgod, you know. Tot die extent dat ek en mommy opbreek sodat ek net met haar kan speel.
Yeah.
And today I understand what psychologically happened. And the worst was for me as a dad, because it was very protective, when I had to put a coffin in the grave because it was too small. So myself and her grandpa at the time had to stand in the grave and put it down. And when they lifted me up, I just wanted to get out there. And then I got into the car and just went. A year and 8 months old, from something similar to the COVID-19 that we have, exactly the same symptoms. I was actually singing with Neville D at the time. I was backing vocal for him, and straight after the concert I went because the mommy said she had a cough, and me being me at the time, I went there. So I probably only the Thursday or the Wednesday they brought me other clothes. I didn't even want to go home, you know. What was to be just a checkup of a cough turned out that she would never go home again. You know, I sat at the hospital, sat and sang with a guitar. It's a sad story. And I can feel now, I must just rather cut it there when you gaan nou trane rol, you know. But, and today still I wonder, you know, I've got peace, but there's still that, because at the time myself and Jonathan Rubain, we were really, really tight, you know, and we still are. But I mean, and his daughter, his eldest daughter and my daughter, they were the same age. And then I look at Mingy and then I'm saying, I wonder how that would have been and how my life would have turned out to be if she would still be around. You know, I've never been to the grave. I've walked past now. I didn't even go to that gravesite. So now I go to the graveyard, but I don't go to a grave yet. But I'm now there where I can now, you know, gradually go, because it was something else, and that I still, I'm probably 99% there, you know. So that in terms of lowest low, that will probably forever be my lowest low. Yeah.
I know that is probably like really hard to share.
Yeah.
But thank you, because I'm thinking that there might be someone that also went through or is now at this moment facing that.
And facing loss.
Yeah, in general.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man, to lose a child, it's like,
you see, the natural thing is die ouer moenie voor die kind sterf nie. Because my whole life was planned around my daughter, you know. And one evening, about a few years after, I was thinking, but nou wanneer kan ek bietjie asemhaal? And I was listening to a radio show, and the guy said it took him, I think, also 10 to 15 years to speak about that. And that's where I got the peace. I shouldn't rush my grief. It will happen in its time. And now I'm there, you know. Now is it feel 11, 12 years later. And now I can, this is the first time that I'm speaking about it, like on an interview thing. So, yeah,
but
I'm there now.
Really, thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
And I know that you have encouraged someone that is watching this evening.
Yes, I hope so. And the craziest thing is, the silver randjie aan die ding is, out of that, I came to be in who I am now today. The Quinton Manuels that the masses now know.
Yeah.
How? Die Here, like die Here weg verkeerd om.
But I think you're living your daughter's dream. That's what I think. Because I'm sure she wouldn't have wanted you to just sit back and...
Yes. So, the craziest thing for me was she was completely me in character. I could sit there and I was amused by, oh my word, that's me. Before she does anything, I'm like, then she does that. I'm like, oh my goodness, look at me. Look at me. She was the performer in church where people come with the cameras, like, because she could do everything. She danced, she would sing to music, she would...
Thank you. Hey man, ek appreciate alles wat ze vir my beteken, man. Wat ze vir my doen, my familie doen. I'm glad to know you beyond the jokes. Maar dankie dat ze ook vir ons laughter bring. My vrou is baie lief vir jou, my kinders is lief vir jou, Uncle Quinton. En ek is lief vir jou my broer. Ek appreciate alles. Dankie vir wie jy is in my lewe. Ons is baie close vriende. En ek is baie lief vir jou my vriend.
Hi Quinton. Yeah man. Sure, bruh. I think, if you look back to where God brought us out of, with his very own hand, we can just say thank you, Lord. And it's because of the goodness of God upon your life that you have blessed so many. And a lot of people thought that their blessing would come in return from you, but instead you were meant to bless others, and those others came in different forms, shapes and sizes. But we want to say thank you very much for what you've done for our people and for us as children of God, as colored people in this city. We are grateful for you. We are grateful towards you. And today I only have words, but maybe one day God will bless me to be a greater blessing to you, one that you deserve. Stay strong. We appreciate you and we love you. And this I can say truly, we do. Because for what you have done for us, we haven't yet started to repay you for what you've done, because of the goodness of God that's upon your life. And so we've reaped, we've received, but we haven't paid you back, because your reward is with him who is meant to pay you back, him who has used you and graced you with the gift that you have. I'm supposed to talk 30 minutes, but maybe Peter can alter this message in some way or another. Much love, man. God bless.
La 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 la. Hey Q, yay! Harmonies, Prince family harmonies. Yo Q, just wanna say, brother, we appreciate you, man, and we love you. We love you so much, bro. You are a friend indeed, and you changed. Since we met you, our lives have been, changed for the better.
Full of laughter.
Full of laughter, bro. So yeah, man, just from us, we, moments that stood out to me. I can't even think of any moments, because every moment that I spent with you, my bro, is something amazing, man.
Yeah, there's too many. There's one particular one that stands out for me. It was the day that our baby died, and you came through the night.
Yes.
And that for me was like amazing. We love and appreciate you so much. Please don't ever lose that crazy self.
Yeah. Don't change, my bro. Don't change. We love you, bro.
Love you.
Quinton, my favorite my favorite comedian. My broer almal weet dit, my vriende weet dit, almal weet dit. Ewen daar die mense in my huis, my vrou, almal weet dit dat jy is my beste komediaan. My vriend, ek het groot respek vir jou. En ek wil vandag vir jou celebrate, en ek wil vir jou sê, God het nog groot dinge vir jou in stoor. My gebed vir jou is, Quinton, dat die Here jou seën met jou eie TV show. Jy gaan dit maak. Jy gaan dit maak, nie meer lang hier vandaan nie. Gaan die Here jou geweldig verras. En ek is hier om jou te celebrate. Ek is baie lief vir jou. As ek jou gesig net sien, dan bars ek uit van die lag, want jy is 'n different mens. Jy is die lig in die donker kamers, my vriend. Jy laat die wêreld lag. Jy laat ons lekker lag, en ons het jou nodig, Quinton. Ek bid en ek vertrou die Here om jou nog vir baie jare te spaar, sodat ons jou grappies kan geniet. Ek sien jou groot show wat op pad is. Ek sien dit. Jou eie TV show. Ek maak dit los en ek profeteer dit oor jou lewe, dat die Here jou moet seën met jou eie TV show. Quinton, ek is baie lief vir jou, my vriend. Die Here seën jou. Bye bye.
Hallo family, Elvira Standeli hier. Kijk, ek weet nie waar om te begin as ek moet praat op Q nie, hoor. Sy is seker die mees funnieste, kom ons sê maar, sy is die funnieste ou in die Kaap. Die kleinste, ook die kleinste, maar ek appreciate vir jou, ek appreciate die impact wat sy maak in die industrie. met jou spirit en die feit dat jy altyd 'n happy mens is. En dankie vir die joy wat jy spread in mense se lewens. Ek dink especially in die tyd, né, het mense baie van daai nodig. So baie dankie vir wie jy is and we appreciate you. I appreciate you. Much love.
Knock knock, who's there? Normally who? Normally I wouldn't do such things. Quinton, Q. I don't like the name Koila. So Q, thank you for being that person who gives us the proper dose of medicine that we need to lighten the load, because sometimes life becomes really tough. And then along comes a no sour hour. So thank you for being that person. From my heart to yours, hier wat jy diep ko inklim het. Jy's nou nog hier. Thank you so much. I pray for God's blessing over your life wherever you go, yours and your family's, His hand of protection upon you always. Thank you so much. Keep on keeping on, because you are more than encouragement to people without you even knowing it. Much love. Thank you.
Quinton Manuels. Hey, ek wil graag die geleentheid, die kans, die voorreg neem to be part of this appreciation post done by the Craze Lounge. Sure, what can one now say for such a man? But I want to take this moment to just say thank you and that we appreciate you. Ek dink so aan jy is nou, you're like a double-edged sword now. You sanitize our lives with the laughter of comedy, and then you also sanitize us with the fogging. Amen. So thank you, man. Ja, ek ken jou al nou 'n hele paar jaar al, en may you stay the person that you are, always radiant and always full of laughter. And a man with a presence like that just has the power to sometimes change the way that somebody else feels just by his presence. So remain the man that you are and grow in the grace of God for what God still has in store for you. I definitely know that there's so many things in store for you, my brother. So with those few words, I want to tell you, be blessed. And ons kyk uit vir wanneer ons jou weer op die verhoog gaan sien. Laat ons jou gift weer 'n bietjie kan geniet. Amen. So man, be blessed, man. See you. Bye bye.
Good evening. This is the ladies all the way from Mitchell's Plain. We just want to tell Quinton that we appreciate you. Maar even zijn bizarres en even fact, we niet jou moeilijk maken dat ons aan die lag. Ons zal altijd praten van jou. En ons moet jou bij jou zien even. Ik is nou eerlijk als je deze. Recht gaan dan?
Recht, ja. That's the truth. Thank you, Quinton, for always putting a smile on everyone's dial.
That's you.
You don't even try. You are funny on your own.
On your own.
Daar laat ek kyk daar val. So we really appreciate you. Thank you for the laughs. Thank you for reminding us that the joy of the Lord is our strength.
Yes. Have a wonderful evening, sir. We love you, man. We love you, man. Bless you. Mr. Manuels, dankie vir jou vriendskap, dankie vir jou liefde, vir jou broedersbond. Dankie vir die grappies wat jy bring aan ons, aan my en my familie. Ons lag ons altyd simpel vir jou. Daar is jou skoonvriendin.
My skoonbroer, I love you. En baie dankie vir al jou jokes.
Sê I love you, Quinton.
I love you, Uncle Quinton.
I love you, Uncle Quinton.
So Quinton, as you can see, you are loved.
Wow.
You are admired.
Yo.
You are looked up to. So, to everyone that managed to send a video, just to show the appreciation towards Quinton, we want to say thank you so very much just for taking out that time. We know everyone's busy, but you went that extra mile.
Can you understand?
You went that extra mile and took out that couple of seconds, couple of minutes out of your day. Because Quinton, you mean so much to everyone. You mean so much to us, and we appreciate you. So guys, it's a bit van anders with the episode die week. But we had to do it. They say, give the roses while they can still see it and smell it. So that is what we're trying to do, Quinton.
Wow.
We love you, we appreciate you. Ek gaan dit nou aangaan, hè?
Because
it's gonna get teary.
Yeah.
So guys, thank you so much for tuning in this week. We do appreciate it. If there are some of you that still want to send appreciation posts, videos, you are more than welcome to do so. We will definitely forward it on to Quinton. That is not a problem. If you want to comment on the video, Quinton, you will be able to see it.
Yes.
Guys, show your appreciation. We need to do that while we still can.
Can I just come?
Definitely.
Sorry, can I just come? On my way driving here, I was thinking of an incident. It's just like crazy how God works. I was here, I'm driving here and I was reminded of once, Peter, was ek daar? They called up the artists to the stage. Ek sta nu toe op. En hier draai 'n bekende persoon om en sê, wat gaan maak jy? Sy is supposed om hier te wees. Sy is een artist, sy is nog nie. Ek denk voor me, I'm like, wow. Okay. And I just reversed. And look at what just happened. So thank you guys. Thank you.
No,
thank you very much.
It's really a pleasure. We have to do it. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in once again. Show your love, show your appreciation. We will definitely share it with Quinton. And tune in next week for another episode of Craze Lounge with Lee. Bye-bye.
Toodles! They can like cut if you don't want it.
No, we must keep it. We must definitely keep it.
Yeah.
We must keep it.